Yeah, because like I didn't know what the rules were. They were just like, don't talk about sex, religion, or politics. At least what the dude who booked me said. He was like, bro, they want to arrest you for what you said.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's. You want to do vocal
Vocal cords. Vocal
Man,
cords.
yo, let's do it.
What do you do?
I'm
What do
following
you do? Well, okay. You have seen today's guest in his recent comedy special, Paul Elia, Detroit player, okay, as well as performing all over Los Angeles and beyond. We are so honored to have him with us today on another episode of After We Rap.
That's
with
right.
Gabriella Ortiz.
And Jaina Ortiz.
Please welcome, drum roll please, the talented, the one and only, Paul Elia. Okay.
Wow.
Oh my
Paul,
god.
thank you for coming.
Man,
Thank you for
gracias,
coming.
mi reinas.
Oh, all right.
Sí.
He jumped right in there with the Spanish.
He called us reina.
He called us
Oh my
queens.
God.
We
Yeah,
love it.
thanks
We
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
No, for real. It's
How are you?
Man, God is good.
Aw.
That's the headline.
Okay,
of my
for
life.
those
That
of
is
you who
good.
don't know,
Okay.
Paul and I go way, way back. From what I remember, it was 2013,
Mhm.
ABC Diversity Showcase. And we auditioned. We both auditioned and went through this excruciating. I mean, it was the most challenging, like, actors boot camp.
Really?
The process was, it was a very long and it was pretty, I don't know. You don't have a lot of time to learn the 20 scenes that they throw at you. And so you're being paired up with all these different partners and you're going into the rooms and performing in front of these executives. And it was a pretty great experience, but ultimately we were chosen and that's how I met Paul.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, it was a dope experience. Like, because it didn't really challenge your acting as much as your confidence. It was really a test of confidence. So it's like they're giving you a script, and I didn't know what it was, and I barely memorized the lines. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna be funny, see what happens. So I would just like improv.
And look at you now. Look at you now.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
Is this your first comedy special? Like, is
First
this your
one.
first ever?
Like I've done a few.
Yes.
Yeah, like I did a few things where I did like stand up on television, but this is like my first hour special.
Wow.
This is nuts. That's nuts. Oh gosh, so many questions. Okay, leading up to this, did you know 10 years ago that this is where you would be? Like, did you always envision this as part of your life now? Like
I had a 10-year plan, and then like I had a vision board too. And then I would like look at my vision board and I'd be like, I got to take some of this shit off. I'm like, this Bentley ain't coming. I'm like, this Bentley
ain't coming.
I'm like, this house. I'm like, I got to find an apartment
Yeah.
and cut
yeah.
that up from the magazine, put that on the board.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had like so many like, but also it's just like, I looked at a lot of my success as like things.
Mm-hmm.
And these things are going to measure
Yes.
success.
Yes.
Right,
You know, and like these roles are going to measure success.
right.
And these like, accolades, but then it's really just like, I'm realizing it's like the internal growth is
Mhm.
like what I always, where I didn't anticipate it coming when it came. Like I was still struggling to know who I was and my own identity. And then once I learned how to talk about it, I was like, I'm ready to shoot a special. So, I mean, if you would have asked me 10 years ago, like, can you shoot a special? I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Wow.
I'd be ready to do it. If you asked me 10 years ago, you want to be a lead in a series? I'd be like, yeah, I'm ready to do that. And then I realized my heart and my soul wasn't ready to do these things.
Mm.
So I feel like every fruit ripens on its own schedule. So it's God's timing.
So wait, take us back. And yes, amen to that. God's timing.
Amen.
Take us back to the very, very beginning. I don't even know this. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? How did you get to LA? All of it.
Yeah, I was born in San Diego.
Okay.
And I lived there since I was 6. And then I moved to Detroit, and I was in Detroit for 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I moved to, like 18 or 20 years. And then I moved to LA in 2011.
Wow. And 2 years later, I mean, when did you start acting? Like, when did that happen?
That was in Detroit. Like I was
Okay.
in law school. Well, I was studying to be in law school. So while I was studying, I was like, I don't know, I just want to do something different. Like something, and I was still doing it to make my parents proud, but I would do like student films for free. I was doing like 3 a week.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I know. To get that reel, we need that
Yo.
reel. We need the reel.
And then I got that reel, and then I was like, man, this reel is trash.
so true.
Trash.
It's so true. What am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
All this time.
Bro, I auditioned for a movie in a diner. Like the person was like in a
my
diner with
God.
a flip phone and he
Oh,
goes, okay, say the
no.
script. I'm like, say the script. I'm like, you want me to read the whole thing? And he's like, yeah.
Oh.
So I'm like, interior laundry room. And I'm
Oh,
like, this
no.
ain't my line. He goes, no, keep going. And I'm just like doing all this
Jeez.
weird shit, which I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like we all have done weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have my
Yes.
fair share of. Ugh.
Yeah.
So wait, LA 2011, you started just auditioning?
Yes.
Like, how
When did you decide you're like, okay, I'm going to pursue this for real, professionally. Let me go.
And what was your job on the side?
Right.
Like, how did it all happen?
So when I was in Detroit, I had 2 classes left to graduate. And
What?
yeah, 2 classes left. And then I got an opportunity to be a stand-in for an actor on a show shooting in Detroit. It was, you know, the dude that plays Chris from The Sopranos, Michael
yeah?
Imperioli?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't
So-
know?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know like how like people know like names, but like people know him like his character. So
Sure. Yeah.
he was doing a TV show in Detroit and they were like, do you want to be his stand-in? And so I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, I can learn how to do stuff. So I dropped out of school.
You had 2 classes left
Yeah.
and you dropped.
For stand, you were like, I'm a stand in.
Yeah.
On
This
my
is
anxiety
it.
level. Just-
You know,
Louis, what do you want?
You and my mom would get along great.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
And
I was.
then
That's badass.
Yeah, I
though.
just felt like I can just do this, and then once I'm done with this,
Yeah.
I'll just go back to school and finish my degree. Because I was just like, maybe let me just give it a chance to see like where I can get. And
Yeah.
then as a stand-in, I don't know if they do this on your show, but like the stand-ins would say the lines. Like I would show up
During the
off
rehearsals?
script during rehearsals.
Oh.
I'd show up off script,
So
and they're like,
wow.
"All right, guys, we're gonna do a second team rehearsal, action," and I'd be like, "Where's the body?"
Wait, that was you? You were like, this, I'm this character.
Player.
Wow. The commitment.
I was
I
like,
love
"What if
it.
he dies?"
I,
You know? And they're like, "We need somebody."
Oh my goodness.
And I would memorize like the other actors' lines. So I'm like, I know their lines in case they're like, yo, stand in for them instead. So I would just be that prepared.
Wow.
that's amazing.
Yeah. I
Wow.
mean, everybody was clowning me because like they would see me like behind the screen, like on the Video Village, and they would see me like use like, I would take
So
my
sorry.
script and I was all good. What's up, doggy?
Louis. All right. Do not come here anymore. Or else I'm going to yell at you and embarrass you in front of people.
Did you yell at your dog in Spanish?
Sometimes. I do.
He's
Sometimes.
bilingual now, right?
He is a little bilingual.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
bilingual.
He's a little bilingual. So wait, how
Yeah.
did you get into stand up like that? I mean, how did that come up?
So when I moved to LA, it was, well, after the Detroit 187 like wrapped, like I was like, man, they're going to give me a role in the show. And they never like gave me anything, but I was just like, something's going to come. I'm like, and I'm like, God, if something is supposed to come, it will.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
last episode, the creator of the show, Jason Richmond, he was like, I talked to casting and I want to offer you a role. And they were like, no, we're not going to give a role to someone who's already working on the show. We got other actors. And he goes, we're going to give him this part. This is the part he's going to play. So he gave me a part in the show. So I had one line and I did it. And my whole family came to like watch it like when it aired. And then I had one line that my dad was like, "Wow, I blink, you're over."
Louis. Wow.
But
I mean, they shoot it straight, huh? What-
Yeah, but I was like, "Player, I'm on TV."
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
This is the moment
right
right,
before
here.
the commercial break.
Oh,
What
my
a spot.
God. Oh,
Before the
Dad.
commercial break.
Yeah, and then I moved to LA and I was like, "This is enough." So I like had a bunch of student films and that on my reel, and then I moved
Gotcha.
to LA, and then I was auditioning for everything I could find. I was on like every website. I was every website submitting for whatever I could submit for, hitting people up, like people that were writers on Detroit 187. I'm like, hey, I'm noticing that you're writing on Grey's Anatomy. Can you get me an audition for this thing? I had access to Breakdown Express. I'd like look at
Oh,
all the
shit.
roles and I'm like,
Wow.
who's on what? Like this was like my job. Like my job was to get bookings. And
Mhm.
I had a manager at the time and like he wasn't really doing shit. So I was just like, I'm not going to give up. So all day I would like from until 5 p.m. I would just be on Breakdown Express. Sometimes I would call in.
You were your own manager.
I was my own manager, yeah. I used to go to a homie's house. He pretended to be his own manager for years. And then he started repping me.
Oh my God.
And then he would call people and he'd be like, hey, I got this actor, Paul Elia. He just came into town. He'd be great for this role. And I was getting auditions for shit. I was auditioning for shit because of it.
The confidence.
We do. Oh my gosh. Just to, I admire this so much.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, you know, it was very emotionally taxing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like pitching myself and getting rejected for things. And then I would like hit someone up who would give me another person's email, who I would cold email. And then they would get me an audition for this thing. And I'm like, yo, I got an audition to be on this show for this guest star. And then I would go in there mad prepared. And then I wouldn't book it. I'm like, damn, I went through all these hoops to get this opportunity. And it was sort of like you get your shot at like shooting the 3-pointer. And then you're mad prepared and you're ready to go and you shoot it. And then the rim moves. And like, man, I wasn't ready for that to happen. So I just got tired of doing that for a while. But even though I kept doing it, I was like, I got to find a way to like get my creative juices out and not just like be my own secretary and be my own agent. So I started doing stand-up.
Was that terrifying, or were you just at that point, screw it, I'm going to be me and not give a shit? Because
I didn't give a fuck.
That's what it takes. I feel like that's what it takes. You have to go up and not care.
Yeah.
To me, that's the most terrifying thing because you're on the spot and there's so much pressure to entertain and make people laugh. And it's not, you're not trying to be funny, but I think the key to it is just being yourself. And you are that. Ever since I met you, that's who you were. Louis, enough. Go over there. Enough. That's it. No more.
He's chilling.
He's like, no, I'm not gonna listen to you.
So how was your first performance? Like, walk us through it. Are you like do you normally sweat? Do you just have fun? What, you know what?
Yo, my first performance was in Detroit and I did it in front of 2,000 people.
Are you serious?
That was my first show, yeah.
But you're home, so you felt comfortable?
Nah.
2,000 people.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So do you know Sean Majumder? Have you ever heard of this dude? He's
we're gonna find out.
Yeah, so he's an actor. He was on Detroit 187. He was one of the cops on the show. He was also a Canadian comic. So he was like, yo, we're doing this benefit show in Detroit. We're doing stand-up. And he goes, you should come to it. And I'm like, bro, I do stand-up. He was like, really? And I was like, yeah, bro, I did stand-up in Detroit. I was doing open mics, doing shows. I lied.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, I was capping heavy. And then he was like, why don't you just open up the show, man? Because like he also really respected me.
You opened on your first stand-up? You opened?
Yeah, opened a show. Yeah, opened a show. I mean, he went up and then I went up and I didn't do stand-up. So I was just like rehearsing like an act with my brother. And I'm like, yo, is this funny? He goes, that's hilarious. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my God.
He like, man, you should do that. And he goes, man, you should do this thing and then do that. And then he kept telling me all these things I should do. And then I get on stage and like, I like said one joke. I'm like, and then that happened. And it was just like silence. And then I was like, I got to just keep going. And then I said another joke and it was silence.
I know.
Yo, but you know what was wild? There's like 2,000 people and like, it was so quiet that I could hear someone all the way in the back. He was like, man, what? It's like a faint conversation with his friend. And then like, I heard keys. I'm like, man, I could hear keys.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, and I'm like hearing chairs move and there's carpet. You shouldn't even be hearing noise like that. So I'm just like, bro,
there's carpet.
Mad quiet. You hear chairs like, yeah, but I was just like, and then I got one laugh because I was at MGM Casino in Detroit. And then I was like, man, I was at Greektown Casino the other day. Y'all ever been there? And they started to clap and then I was quiet and I was just like, man, why am I advertising another business? And then I got like a huge laugh from saying that. And then I was like, oh, so this is what it feels like. And it was like, it like blew me away. I'm like, shit. And then I got confidence and I said the next thing and it went back to being quiet.
It is a roller coaster, huh?
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Just
terrifying.
you're on that high and then you sink and then you get up there again and then it's back to. So what do you do? Like, what happens in that moment? There's no choice obviously but to continue. And
yeah, I got off early. And then like, there were like news outlets there. My whole family was there. And like this one dude came up to me after the show. He was like congratulating everybody. He goes, man, you need work to me. And then I was just like, yeah. And then he's like, man, I felt bad for you. And then I was like, yeah, man, you know, but it's all good. And he goes, man, like that was bad. And I was like, I heard you the first 2 times. Like, why are you saying the same thing differently?
He's saying the same thing.
Yeah. And like the whole cast and crew were there and they were just like, what is this guy doing, bro? But I was just like trying to be fearless or the best version of that I can be, you know?
Whoa.
Was there a comedian that you looked up to that you said, if this person did it, I'm going to do it too? Was there a comedian that inspired you to be a stand-up comedian? Because that's a whole muscle that I am terrified and I admire. Like my husband does it. Oh shit, she's here. She goes fixing my makeup.
Your husband's a comic?
Yes, he does stand up. He started what, like 2 years ago. So, and I see him getting ready and like, I'm like, oof, I'm nervous for him and I'm there on the audience cheering and I already know the jokes. So I'm like, I know what's coming. I'm like, are they going to laugh? But it's a whole muscle. It's a process and it's so vulnerable. And was there anyone through your trajectory that you know, that just gave you that confidence that you said, you know, fuck it. I'm just going to keep not being funny until I become funny.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of people like, you know, Wanda Sykes. I would see her go up and I'm just like, what a beast. She's so funny, so much control of her voice. And like, I'd watch Comic View a lot. So it's like Bruce, Arnez J, Cat Williams.
Yeah.
You know, like Pablo Francisco, like his characters. And also, I'm just curious. So your husband does stand up and you see his shows. Do you over cheer?
That when he comes out, definitely when he comes out at first, I'm like, yeah, you know, try to be like, do that better. It's like, okay, audience, get ready. This is a big deal. But he has told us like, yeah, just like that, literally like that. But we've learned, I've learned also like when to not laugh because he needs the audience approval or audience reactions first before ours. Like when my sister-in-law, like we go see him and we're like, hold on, okay, we just hold back. I'm like, okay, how is the audience going to react? If the audience is not giving them what he needs at that moment, then we come in.
Is that what your girlfriend does? Or fiance, excuse me.
Fiance, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, no, she's mad supportive, yeah. Like you know, she's seen me in like a lot of like intimidating and like high pressure situations. Like I was opening up for Matt Rife at the Chelsea Theater in Vegas and it was like 3,600 people. So she was just like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then I'm just like, bro, it's like, I feel easier doing this than doing a small room. It feels like, I feel like a wrestler. I'm just on, you know what I'm saying? It just feels like
He's
wrestling.
a wrestler too. That's so funny.
Bro, I love wrestling, man. Like,
really?
That's it. Best friends.
You're
officially best friends.
Best friend. Latina fiance.
He's taking off he's just going to come in now. No, but
yeah.
I love it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, she's mad supportive and I'm supportive
and she's
of her
Venezuelan too, right?
Venezolana, sí.
So she be given that energy, the vocal energy, because you know us Latinas, we can be a little loud.
Can be a little loud.
He's like, yeah, I know. Also a little crazy too. Right?
No, because like she'll be loud and then like she'll like talk loud and then I'll talk with like a much lower decibel and she goes, "Why are you screaming?" And I'm like, "You was just yelling."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Cállate." And I'm like, "Lo siento, mi amor."
Look at that. He speaks Spanish.
Okay.
Stares at husband.
No.
he's not interested.
You learned a little bit of
in
Spanish, right? What do you love to say the most in Spanish?
What I love to say the most? I don't know. I'm like really like there's some vocabulary that's like tattooed in my mind that I know how to say, but I'm trying to like really learn like the verbs and you know I'm taking classes with English and Company. It's this news. Well, it's not new. They've been around for a while, but it's like so good. Like I have this teacher that I meet with. He lives in Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it feels good also just to support them. Cause like, you know, they're going through a big economic hardship as, you know, it's really sad, but like this guy is great. And I meet with him and we talk. So I'm like trying my best to learn.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
What do you do after a performance? How do you wind down?
Man, I be smoking weed.
That's what's up.
Smoke a little weed, chill. I mean, I'm not about this like club life no more.
Yeah.
Like I can't be in One Oak. Like my knee hurts.
What's One Oak?
What's One Oak?
One Oak.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know about One Oak?
Oh, One Oak. Is that a club?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, where is this place?
One Oak?
Where is it?
I mean,
Somewhere
I
in-
think it closed down, but like,
Oh,
you know,
okay,
I
okay.
just, I'm not really into like the
that
nightclub
scene.
life.
Oh yeah.
Like when I first met my fiance, like she was like, yeah, I'm going to go to Papi. She goes, you should come. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then I would go and there's like hella people around me. And it's like, I just feel violated. And I'm like, I'd rather go to like a lounge and listen to some music and like, cause I like to hear people talk. Like I'm not trying to, for whatever reason why people go, like I'm sure the music is fire. I'm not gonna say it's not fire. The DJs are fire. The lighting is cool. The spectacle is fun. But then it's like, I'm like listening to the DJ and then there's a smoke machine that hits me in my face.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, man, this is so loud. Like I can take it in doses, but I can't be there for like 3 hours and just like sweating and dancing. And you know, that's just not my vibe.
Right.
So yeah,
I can't do nightlife like that anymore.
Not anymore. Huh? I
So
mean, look at us. We're on the couch chilling.
We're grown and sophisticated.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you just chillax. I know, because that comedy, that stand-up life it's wild. It could be wild.
Yeah, I mean, also it's like after shows, like I'll like listen to I record all my sets, so I'll listen to the voice note. Like I have like thousands of sets, and I'll listen to it, and I'm like writing down ideas and new tags and new words that I said and something that could be funny and like new ideas. So like I just want to make it as good as possible. So I'm like doing that work, and then afterwards, I mean, I like to hang out with the comics and eat and see what everybody's up to, and you know, do stuff like that. It's chill, honestly. It's like, I know a lot of comics, like it's a very isolated lifestyle, but for me, I'm like, the fact that people showed up, I'm mad grateful.
Yeah.
Even if I don't sell it out, I'm like, I'm so happy these people came. And afterwards, I'm like, I want to meet everybody. And then I say hi to everybody. Then
I'm sure everyone wants to meet you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I'll meet people and they're so dope and cool. And then there's some people that are mad extra.
Yeah.
And I have to be like, hi, you have to leave.
What was the craziest thing anyone's ever told you after a performance?
After a performance? Shit. Craziest thing? Oh, so I mean, I was doing shows, and then like this guy came up to me and it was like this dude came with his family.
Louis, I'm so sorry.
Louis.
He's not gonna play with you right now. I'm so sorry. He's just bringing all his toys. Louis, over there.
He's just showing me everything. He goes, look at this.
He's like, look at this.
Is
Look
he
at
gonna show
this
one of your
toy.
awards? He's gonna have it in his mouth and bring it here?
Yeah. Oh my God. Louis,
You throw it.
can you really quick grab him a treat? Sorry, so he could
get a treat?
look at his
a
face
treat?
right now.
You want a treat? Look at that.
Dude, you're
Look at his
freaking ruining
ears.
it. Why can't you just sleep the whole time like you were doing before?
Man, this is torture for him.
I know. Okay, so you've openly shared the roller coaster journey leading up to your first special, Detroit Player, and so reflecting on those early days, what's one piece of advice you'd give your past self navigating the highs and lows of the comedy world?
Just be patient. I had a hard time being patient. I mean, even why I wanted to be my own manager and like try to audition and book whatever I could is because like I was like, man, I gotta get this shit like tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta make this shit happen.
Yeah.
And also I'm just like, I want to make it happen for multiple reasons. I'm like, I want my parents to be proud. I want to like take care of my parents. My mom had like issues with her teeth, and I'm like, man, I want to buy her new teeth. I want to buy them a house.
Did you end up buying her teeth?
My brother bought her teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, so my brother bought her teeth, and I'm just like, man, those were my teeth.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get you those teeth.
Yeah, man, he took my teeth.
But you're buying them the house, so
yeah, I mean, everything I make is for them. So I'm just like, what do you need, Mom? Take whatever you want, you know. But she don't need it because my other brother's very wealthy. I have a brother who's a neurosurgeon. My other brother's a lawyer. My other brother's a mortgage banker. So it's like,
oh wow,
they're taking care
You're
of my
one
parents.
of how many?
There's 4 of us. All
4 boys. I believe
Wow.
them.
She was just waiting for that girl, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, she's not an alcoholic. We're very proud of her.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Right. Because she would be.
I just got it. It took me a second.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit?
Oh,
Wait, so hold on. Does she have any grandchildren?
2.
You don't have any kids, right? Not yet.
No kids.
Okay. Are any of those grandkids girls?
Yeah. 1.
Oh, okay.
Lila.
Lila. Okay.
Hi, Lila.
All right.
Do you want children?
Yeah, I want to have kids for sure. Like my girl is, so she's in dental school. She's about to graduate, and then I'm gonna be bicoastal. She's got accepted to this oral surgery program in Detroit.
Awesome. Oh my
Isn't that
gosh.
crazy?
Wow.
Out of all places.
She applied at 10 places, including a hospital in Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Everywhere. She applied
And she ends
everywhere.
up That's where home is now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh.
And then she got one interview. Only one hospital accepted her for an interview, and that was Detroit.
Jesus.
Amazing.
Wow.
So are you back and forth from Detroit and LA?
Not now, but I will soon.
Okay. Okay. You performed in Dubai.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
Can you talk about that?
How was that?
It was.
I've never been, so just tell us everything.
Yeah.
Oh, they love you over there.
Really?
They love y'all.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean they love
What do you mean?
us?
Because I mean, like y'all are like stunning women, and you guys
He's
are.
just saying that.
Yeah, y'all know your angles.
You didn't go to Dubai and were like, yo, the girls from After We Rap. Like, you went to Dubai and was like, wait, so hold on. Tell us about, apparently it was like a nerve-wracking performance.
The first time, yeah, very. Yeah, because like I didn't know what the rules were. They were just like, don't talk about sex, religion, or politics. Don't mention any of those subjects.
What? That's what's
like-
comedy. That's what comedy
Yeah,
is.
that's-
Yeah, but people
What did you
want,
talk about?
They want that cookie cutter shit. They want like just talk about your family and talk about like
like just
TV
family
shows.
dynamics. Okay.
like to you,
Very
like just about you,
conservative, yeah.
like your life and
yeah, and just do a bunch of I look like this jokes. Or
yeah.
when people
I
ask me to
feel-
do corporate gigs and like don't talk about sexual or politics, I just do crowd work. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
so what do y'all do? And I just make fun of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, great. And then I have to like reserve any like sexual jokes or like whatever. Not that I do so many of them anyway, but I'm just like, I was like, cool, whatever, bro. Just don't talk about these subjects. And then when I was there, I said a joke about how my dad told me you can't be gay unless you're 21.
And how did they respond?
Well, the thing is, the dude was upset and he goes, that's sex, religion, and politics.
Oh shit.
And he goes, you managed to talk about everything. So they were so upset, which I expand about in my special, which is on YouTube right now.
Hey.
Hi, plug. So I was just like,
I plug.
I was like, I'm just going to talk about this and also I've never done comedy in the Middle East. And it was the most money I was ever paid. And I was in like a really rough financial situation at the time.
Are you
Like,
serious?
yeah, I mean, it was hard. Cause I mean, you know, I was at the time, I was auditioning a lot. Like I probably auditioned for like 350 commercials before I booked a commercial. And I'm talking about callbacks. And then after that callback, you didn't book it. And then I booked one thing and then I like used that money. I'm like, I'm going to quit my job. I'm only going to do stand up. And my job was like, you know, I was doing various things. Like I was like a consultant. I was a producer on things. And I was like, I'm only going to do comedy, acting, write my own shit. That's all I'm going to do. And I was like running really low on money and it was like tough. And I had a car payment and I bought like didn't buy, but I was renting a dope apartment and that was, you know, costing a lot of money. I'm just like, bro, I'm like bleeding money right now. So when this call came in, it was like, do this show. It was a good amount of money. And I was like, yo, I'm there. So I didn't really know the dynamics or the landscape of comedy there. So I just did it anyway. And it was intimidating. Yeah. They wanted to, at least what the dude who booked me said, he was like, bro, they want to arrest you for what you said.
Serious?
Yeah. It was a big deal. It was like a very big corporate event. It was like for this app that they released that all 5 malls in Dubai are going to be a part of. So they were really upset. And they were like, this dude ruined our event. And I bombed. It was hilarious. Like I said a joke and then some dude in the back was like, what? I'm like, is this the same guy?
Oh, it's not the same guy.
Then I can hear key fobs. Keys have been updated.
Follows you.
That was a good one. That was a nice little callback.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right
yeah,
with the callbacks. So then you won again and you had a
Much better time. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And they didn't want to arrest
No,
you.
it changed a lot. I mean, because also Dubai got hip to the fact that they're like, yo, we're a booming economy. People of all different races and creeds and sexual and religious backgrounds are coming here. Like, we got to be open and welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Yes. So you went to Dubai more than once.
Yeah,
that's
3
pretty
times.
Cool.
That's
3
pretty
times.
cool. How long is the flight?
15 hours?
No.
Okay. But did you fly business? Please tell me you flew business.
No, but I flew economy, but economy's luxurious.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a cup holder.
Okay. Cup holder.
Yeah.
A cup holder.
Yeah, give me a blanket.
Oh, that's fancy.
man.
Yeah.
I could recline at 25 degrees.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
I'm talking about that. Bow.
I know sometimes. It's the worst. That really is.
But business class is crazy. Business
know.
class, like, you know, it's
They have a
also,
bed
They have
and a
like
shower.
showers in the plane, right? It's insane.
they got showers in the plane.
I see.
I
that
do want to
happening for
shower
you.
in the air. I would
see
do
that happening for you on your next trip to Dubai. You're going to fly with the suite and the shower and the bed and the whole nine.
Yeah, I feel it too. But also what's like flagrant of them is that so before the flight starts, they like show this like pre-flight video and they let you know about the details of the flight, but then they show you the business class cabin.
Oh, shit.
And then you get to see like the blueprint of it. And then it goes down and then the camera does this thing where it shows you where you are, which is next to the luggage. And I'm just like, I didn't need to see that.
Yeah, right. No.
Why didn't you see the
you
whole
rub it in my
upstairs? There's a
face?
nightclub up there.
There's a bar.
I'm like, yo, why is Steve Aoki DJing? Even the pilot is dancing. I'm like, the pilot's having a good time.
Oh my gosh.
There's like, you get a massage up there. They have like massage tables.
Are you serious?
Insane.
Yeah, they got massage tables up there. They got a
Yes.
bar. It's One Oak.
It's One Oak. It is One Oak. Okay,
Oh
you're
my
funny. You're funny. You're actually
gosh.
funny.
You're kind of
Thank you, Jaina.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
funny.
yeah.
You're
Thank you for this
So
validation.
your Detroit player is not just a special. It's a tribute to your roots. How has Detroit, with its unique culture and challenges, shaped your perspective and comedy style?
Man,
That's a hard question, right?
Mm.
That's like we're getting deep,
it's an emotional question,
emotional.
you know, because it's like Detroit is such a gritty town.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, not like when people think about Detroit, they're like, oh, abandoned homes,
I know.
crime,
Yeah.
poor people. That's their perception of it. And in a lot of ways, that was how you would describe it. And it's because that's what the media would show. It's same thing like in Iraq. You see Iraq, oh, poor people, destruction, victims. And it's like, how come they don't show the good places?
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing what they show in like a bunch of different countries. They want to sensationalize the bad about it. So in Detroit, our reputation was so damaged and we didn't have a lot to show for it. We're like, well, our football team's bad. Basketball team keeps losing. The government is corrupt. The government officials are being arrested. People aren't making a lot of money. Houses are being condemned by the government. But the people in Detroit kept going. They kept going. Like my mom is one of those people. Like my mom had her own business and our business was not doing well. And my mom's like, I got to find a way to make this do well. So in a lot of ways, I looked at my career that way. I was like, man, my career's not going well. I'm trying to be my own manager. I'm trying to make shit. Nobody's booking me on things. I can't get an agent. I can't get a manager. I'm paying to do stand-up. And I'm just like, I just got to keep going. So that Detroit grit that I'd see my mom apply is what I applied. And now I'm on this couch.
I love it. I love it.
You know?
Wow, but that's so beautiful.
That
I was
is.
just gonna say that's just a reflection of your life. You know, the hustle of being from where you're from. What was I gonna say? So, how would you describe your style on stage?
I'm very personal and real now. You know, like I feel like at a certain point you have like this act and you're unaware that you're doing it. It's sort of like when you're acting in something, like I'm sure like early on you look at some of your early stuff and you're like, man, I'm just saying lines. I'm not like in it. And then you're looking at your performance. I don't know. You watch your own stuff, by the way?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm my worst critic though. So
We all are.
yeah.
But then you have a moment where like,
I go, oh, that was
good.
actually good.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
All
it's
right, all right.
it's like it's unplanned where someone makes a noise and you like look around and then you like leave the
Yeah.
scene and you're just like, oh, that was fire.
Yeah, yeah,
And people
yeah.
are like, I didn't even know what you're.
Yeah.
So it's like to be able to be that in the moment requires a lot of letting go. So my style now is I'm just as me as possible. So that's it. That's like my style.
Yeah.
And like I like to be silly. Like I'm embracing the silly. I had a hard time with like accepting how silly I am.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, no, man, a real comic is like, I'm gonna sit on
Yeah.
a stool and just be hilarious. And I'm gonna sit on a stool and be like, man, the fucking government, bro. It's fucked up, man. And women's rights. And I'm gonna be that comic. And then I was just like, nah, man, I'm not that dude. I can say those things and talk
Right.
about things I care about and also be silly and funny.
Right.
Like I could talk about immigration and things about it that I find interesting and points I want to make and make that funny.
Right.
And also be
Right.
silly and be a character. And
Yeah.
so I'm full clown mode.
And I feel like that's something we forget, something that I've learned in my 30s to embrace because you let it go. You sort of just forget that you were once this silly
goofball.
Yes, yes, free spirited. Yeah. And who cares if you make a fool of yourself? Like that's
Yeah, that's what I love about you. Like,
really?
Yeah, you don't take yourself so seriously. You're like,
that's true.
Zero Hollywood energy.
Yes.
You're not Hollywood in any way. You're just like you, and it's like,
I appreciate that.
You had a good family and good base to tap into. Because
Yeah.
when people don't have that, then they're like, I'm just going to be Hollywood.
Yeah.
And just treat people based on how many followers they got. And just, be on what I call totem pole energy.
Ooh, yeah. Unfortunately, in this business, there are a lot of totem polers out there.
Big time. Totem polers. They be totem poling.
Totem poling. Yep. Don't you dare come back here.
Honestly, if he does come back here, I kind of want to pet him.
You know what? No, he came with his ball. Oh my God, he came with his ball in his mouth. Really, dude? Really came with the ball in your mouth?
Paul, what's your goal? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Do you want to make movies? Do you want to keep doing specials? Tour?
10 years? Man, so I'm going to be 46.
What?
When that happens.
You look 33. Stop it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Man, y'all better quit.
Beige don't age, okay?
Beige don't age! Beige don't age!
Are you seriously? You're going to be 46?
Well, I'm 36 now. I just turned 36.
Oh, I thought you... Okay.
No, in 10 years he'll be 46.
Oh my God.
10 years,
I actually thought, I believed that you were.
Yeah. She goes, you don't look a day over 40, Paul. I'm like, I'm really 36.
Really?
You don't look a decade over 40.
That was a moment. I had a moment.
No, we need moments.
I didn't do the math there.
Yeah.
So you are 36.
I will pretend to not be offended.
So you are
by your hurtful comments. I'm looking at every camera.
So you are 36.
36.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, we're like
87, baby.
Ooh, 88. Hi, 88. I can't
Wait,
relate. I can't relate,
Okay,
Grandma.
I'm 86
No,
now.
mi abuela.
Abuela.
I'm an abuela now.
Don't talk about sex, religion,
Doña.
politics, or age.
Doña.
Or age.
That's it.
Yeah. So
Ageist. Really quick.
Wait,
quick.
no, yes, it is.
you said 10 years?
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad.
I definitely want to keep doing comedy. So I'm definitely going to do more comedy. And in terms of like acting and making stuff, like I'm going to keep making things. But in terms of just like, I feel like I'm more selective of like what I want to work on. Like, I have an animation coming out that.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. My boy Rami Youssef created. It's with A24 and Amazon. And, yeah. This is my first series regular role.
Okay.
Yo, let's go.
Yes. All right. Oh
Wait,
my gosh.
Rami, you said?
Yeah, Rami Youssef.
He has a show, right?
Yeah, Rami.
Okay. It's a good show.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I look at that. I'm like, bro, this is the golden standard of
Yeah.
filmmaking, So it's like, it's just, or TV show making. It's like about something. And which is also what I appreciate about like, some of your stuff. It's like, the shows are like, it's like a procedural, but it's like about people.
Yeah.
And it's about humanity.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you like feed this to people? It's like a lot of people, they just watch like the major networks and they're just like, I'm just going to watch this because this is all that's on for me.
Right.
And then you're giving them a message and they're following a story and it's entertaining.
Yes. That's the what ABC stands for, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. So, obviously it's like, I want to just make more stuff and make stuff with cool people and not sell my soul to the devil. Hey.
That's right. I never understood that. Like, how does one justify selling? Like, some people really believe that that's what people do in Hollywood with the blood and the children and all that stuff.
Yeah, and
So
I'm just
silly.
like, where are these ceremonies?
Right.
I just want to do a TikTok there.
I just want to see
invitation.
Yeah, but it's also like, it's just hilarious. Like people are like, I have all these fake news stories. They're just like, man, this one guy got fame because he went to this shaman and then they did put a spell on him and then he had to drink the blood of the fucking this guy and then and it's, I mean, people have their own theories about everything, but I just feel like selling your soul is not being true to yourself.
Yeah, no.
That's selling your soul.
Yeah.
It's done privately, a deal with you
Yourself.
and your heart.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, that.
Yeah. So
You've been for that one.
You've been in a lot of interviews and podcasts. Hi. What is the one question that you've always wanted to be asked, but never had been?
Man, questions that people ask me great questions. You guys ask me some great questions.
Really?
Oh, yay.
I just love questions where I can just, any question where I can just talk about like faith. Because I feel like not a lot of people just talk about that, or they feel like very weirded out by it, or people have an allergic reaction to it. Like even when, damn, I can't remember her name, but she won Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars this year. Divine Joy, yeah. So Divine Joy Randolph, when she got on stage, the first thing she said is "God is good."
Yes, I remember.
And then she
that.
said it again. She said, "God is good," and it's like I used to hold my beliefs very private. I'm like, people don't need to know about religion. And, you know, what if someone is Jewish, or what if someone is Muslim, or what if someone is atheist or is a Scientologist? And I say like God, and they, you know, let's say someone doesn't believe, or someone thinks, you know, I was just like very sensitive not to just talk about religion in any way. And I'm just like, nah, why am I afraid to just talk about that? So any opportunity I get to like share like my thoughts of like my beliefs, and, you know, like I was listening to this podcast. It's called The Tao of Muhammad Ali. Phenomenal podcast. My boy Derek Jennings produced it. And they're asking Muhammad Ali about religion. And he said, at my funeral, I want to have a preacher, I want to have a rabbi, and I want to have an imam speak at my funeral. And they're like, you want people of all these faiths, Abrahamic faiths, to speak at your funeral? Why? And he goes, because whether it's Judaism, religion, Christianity, or any other faith, there's one true religion. And that religion is love. That's a true religion.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, bro, what a bar. And I'm just like, I just would love to share that with everybody.
That's
you know?
beautiful.
Religion of love. I'm gonna
I
come
love
back to my
that.
moment with that.
Turning gears here. If you were to be stuck on an island, what are 3 things you wouldn't be able to live without? We ask this to every person, so you gotta, you know, you just gotta go with it.
These are like our
I can't live
standard
without,
questions.
man, mi esposa.
Ay, qué lindo.
Let's shout out to your fiance right now.
Eliani.
Eliani?
Yeah, Eliani.
She just goes by Eliani.
Eliani Ortiz Puche.
She's Ortiz?
Ortiz, sí.
We're Ortiz too.
I
The way I said that. We're Ortiz too.
Yeah, you said it hella accenty, by the way.
We're Ortiz too.
Yeah, we're
She's
Ortiz too,
Ortiz.
mi hermano, okay.
She's Ortiz.
I love that you
Ortiz.
waited to the end of the podcast to tell this.
Yeah.
Tell us this.
I don't want to be
Maybe
up
we're.
top,
Oh no, well
you know?
she's from.
Because people are about to tune out and be like, let me see what else is going on. Ortiz. Ah!
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. So 3 things you can't live without. Here we go.
Okay, la esposa. That's
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Her.
Oh yeah. That's beautiful.
Dang.
I know.
I'd bring, I can't have Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Hells yeah. Hells yeah. You can have Wi-Fi.
But it's just Wi-Fi, so you have to have like something else.
Yeah, because then you.
Yeah, Wi-Fi and a laptop.
There.
Okay.
Then I can like, we can like record stuff. I can like communicate with my parents. I can like talk to the world.
There you go. That's all you need. Your partner, some Wi-Fi, and a laptop.
And a laptop.
Yo,
That's to go.
we can do our
That's to go.
podcast there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can
That's
create
right. You have a
content.
podcast. Let's plug in that podcast.
Yo,
Okay.
we haven't recorded an episode in a while because she's like studying for her exams.
Okay.
But we have a podcast called Translationship,
Oh,
where we talk about how love translates through language.
I love it.
So we go through like the similarities in her language of Espanol, similarities in my language, Sudith and Arabic. And we just see how people from different cultures and how love translates.
oh,
That's so cool. I love that. That's adorable.
I love that.
Well,
But
I'm
she
just
hasn't.
curious,
You
what-
haven't been done. What?
Wait.
was that?
What would you bring on an island?
Well,
What'd you
I
say?
have
You
to
said
think about that.
chapstick.
I have to come back to you because I want to.
You're like my publicist?
Publicist. I don't have a publicist. $6K a month. Shoot.
Shit, I know.
Shit, right?
Call it out.
Damn.
Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
part of your mortgage, right
You know,
there.
my dad's side, they're all publicists, and they've never offered their services.
Just
Calling
outed
my
them.
dad's side out.
I know.
Yo.
I'm just calling them out right now. It's like, I see you all.
Louis, hey, stop it! What were you doing? Biting the cord?
Biting the
Get
cord.
out of here. Excuse me.
You got to bring Louis on the island.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
You slobbered on
Chapstick,
it.
Louis, and
Chapstick,
Eddie.
Louis, and
Either Eddie or Jay.
we gotta. Yeah, you know what? That's actually even if you were alone. Well, I guess the Wi-Fi and the laptop take up already 2.
Also, I need an electrical outlet.
Yeah, because the computer's going to
That's
eventually
true.
die.
That's true. I know, right?
Damn.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is Wow.
I know. We hit you around the corner with that
I
one.
think my
Deep
biggest fear is
question.
people. Actually, I feel like losing myself.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest fear.
Oh, I felt that.
Yeah.
I like really felt that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Because I'm sure you've been in the game for a while. Yeah, y'all both been in the game for a while. Like y'all see people and you see them, you're like, you lost yourself, and maybe they don't know it. And losing myself and not knowing it.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn. Coño. It really does.
And like it happens to other people, not even in this game, bro. It happens to people that are just like in other occupations, and like I see it with homies that are doctors and lawyers and
Money, yeah. Power, money and power, yeah.
yeah, man, and not knowing it.
Yeah.
Not having the community to tell you, like, hey, I love you. Where are you? Yeah.
Or they do tell you and you still don't get it.
Right.
worse,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been watching a lot of like wrestling documentaries. You know,
You two need to hang out.
Wrestling.
Did you see
documentary.
Razor Ramon's documentary? One of my favorite, bro. You see him in a wheelchair. Diamond Dallas Page like revived him, bro. But the thing is, he's a success story because he lost himself and he found himself.
Mm.
You know, and like people say this often, like sometimes you have to lose yourself to find yourself.
Yeah.
Mostly people who say this are ayahuasca shamans.
Have you done ayahuasca?
I want to.
You want to, right?
Yeah.
You want to? You want to? You want to too? Oh my God.
I would do it at this
I
point.
have
in
a
my
friend
life,
who's
you know
done
what?
it. I've never do it. I think I'd be too
Who did it?
paranoid. I'll save that for later.
So,
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh,
my
no,
God,
no,
my
no,
God.
no, no,
Could
no,
you
no.
imagine an after we wrap episode of ayahuasca?
Honestly,
After we ayahuasca. No. After we ayahuasca, we're gonna do an episode and we're gonna name it After We Ayahuasca. And we're gonna.
I'm 100% down to honestly, like I didn't know about ayahuasca. I thought it was like a Spanish dish.
Put some sofrito in it.
yeah, tahine. Yeah.
Oh,
And then I'm just like, I do want to try it because I do want to. I want to explore myself, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to know what the fuck's wrong with me. Why am I so scared?
Oh,
like
damn,
that's like I'm
shit.
like, what is it? What's blocking me
You
from
said-
like?
What do you say? Why are you so scared?
Wait, what?
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
no, for about me. Yeah.
What's
What's wrong with me? Why am I so scared to to get what I want to do? Like why does my dream terrify me? Like I'm just like, why am I so scared?
Well,
And I don't know if there's some
I actually thought you had something too.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I love how we had the humor, you know, the levity and then the depth of
Mm-hmm.
you know, we just got some good stuff here.
We do.
And we laughed a lot.
Yeah, we
Thank
got
you
some
for that.
clips,
Thank
bro.
you for the
Yes.
thank you for that comedic medicine. Because I feel like laughter is medicine. I got
is.
that from Edgar Rivera. Shout out to Edgar Rivera, which we'll have on the podcast
Yes.
eventually. He's gonna throw so much shade, but no, he always told me like laughter is
It's
medicine.
the best
It's
medicine.
the best medicine. Yes.
Mhm.
What is something that not too many people know about you?
that they don't know about me. Honestly, I'm trying to be as like open as I can. Like I'm trying to like hide nothing, you know. So, but something that people don't know about me. Let me see. They know about my girl. I post her on my grid. Not story. Not
the
story.
story.
Not stories.
I'm talking like
Grid. It's
front
official.
page,
Profile.
Right.
tagging her and
That's
everything.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Liking all her comments, like showing her, you know.
Yeah.
Something that people don't know about me.
That's cute.
I mean,
cute.
my special, you know, I would answer it by saying my special was all the things I was shy to say or the things I was embarrassed to talk about.
Mhm.
I put in my special.
Mm.
I put everything in there, like the way I view religion, the way I view my ethnic background, the way I view my family, how I feel about Detroit and career struggles. Also, some of the things that people didn't know about me is like, you know, I'm not very open about, which I'm not, something I'm shy about is like my journey as an actor. Cause I was just like, I would just do so many things, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
many things. And like I would like meet people and I'm like, oh, this person wants to like, you know, help me in my career. And then they'd be like, yo, let's hang out 7 p.m. Let's go out to dinner. And then I'm out to dinner and I'm just like, we're not talking about comedy at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'll be like, man, I think I just went on a date.
Yep.
And then I'm like going on dates with all these people. And I'm just like, bro, I got another meeting. This dude was like, yo, pull up at midnight.
Jeez.
And I'm just
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and these are things that I was very embarrassed to talk about, which I'm talking about in my next special.
That's right.
Because I'm not approaching it as a victim. I'm approaching it as like how, like basically 2 things have to happen. First of all, a dude has to want to fuck me. And the second thing is I have to be so blind to where I'm ignoring all the signs because my impatience is allowing me to put myself in this position.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not approaching this as like a victim in any way. And the thing is, it's like I've been able to get out of every of those situations because I was just been able to be like, yo, I got to roll out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these are things that I was very guarded to talk about. Very guarded to talk about. And I'm like, man, I don't want to be seen as a victim. I don't want to, and also it was very hard to talk about. Even now, it's like hard to really describe. But in stand-up, I'm able to talk about it now.
Wow. I love that. That's beautiful. Well, thank you for being so open and vulnerable.
Thank you.
And can't wait to see that second special.
Yeah.
All right. Special number 2.
Special number 2.
We're going to wrap this up with a quick this or that, rapid fire, no thinking. Here we go.
Yeah.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Writing stand-up or acting?
Acting.
Oh, shit.
Detroit's winter or LA summer?
LA summer.
Podcast or music for inspiration?
Music for inspiration.
Travel to the past or future?
Neither.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Third person.
Yeah.
Third person, you guys.
Yo, you need to chill.
Really?
Yeah.
Pineapple?
What is this?
Pineapple on pizza?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
It's just, I don't want to yuck your yum, but I just.
Yo, I put pineapple in mofongo.
Okay. What you know about mofongo?
That's what I'm talking about right now.
All right. That's a little sweet and savory. All right.
Oh, wow. Now I need to.
Invisible for a day or to be able to fly for an hour?
Fly for an hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Intimate venues or larger theaters?
Intimate venues.
Bombing on stage or getting heckled?
Getting heckled.
Yeah.
Crowd work or strictly.
Wait,
you say it.
Or sticking to the script.
Sticking to the
Yeah, thank you.
Crowd work or sticking to the script?
I would take crowd work over strickling to the script.
I love it. Autobiographical. Now I'm I can't say
Autobiographical.
En español, por favor.
Dale.
Autobiografía.
Material.
Material.
Or pure fiction in your routines.
Autobiographical.
I don't get this. I don't
Autobiographical.
understand this.
That's how you do it. That's how you
Oh,
That's how
I
you
see.
pronounce
I
it
see.
too.
Sorry.
Well, where can we find you on socials?
Man, I'm at Paul Elia Comedy.
That's right.
ELIA. I'm on everything.
And don't forget, Paul Elia, Detroit Player.
Yes.
Watch it, catch it now. Where is it on?
It's on YouTube for free.
You better watch that at no cost.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, Paul Elia in the house.
Thank
Thank
you
you so much for
Man,
coming
so good to
in,
see y'all.
sharing your knowledge, your journey, and bringing some laughter into our home. Thank you.
Man, thanks so much. Man,
And I'm so proud of you. So fucking proud of you.
Thanks.
From 2013, Diversity Showcase to this couch.
You inspired me in a lot of ways too. So
Aw.
thank you for being so dope and being you and new friends.
Ortiz is in the house.
you know
Come on.
too.
We got to meet your
Ortiz, yeah.
beautiful fiance.
We
Let's do it.
yeah.
Let's
have
do
an
it.
Ortiz reunion.
Oh,
let's do
shit.
What?
Ortiz reunion?
Okay.
Let's go.
I thought you,
Let's
I
do
thought
it.
You forgot to mention
I know,
something.
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
what?
Oh, no, I just got excited.
I love the idea.
We'll
of it.
catch you next week on After We Wrap. Love
Thank
you.
you. Bye, guys.